What comes to your mind when I say a self-driving car? Undoubtedly, the answer is Tesla. Tesla for many. After all, Tesla has been taking pride in building next-generation cars. But did you know that Mercedes has taken over Tesla in self-driving capabilities, boasting level 3 self-driving, while Tesla is just stuck at level 2? Well, at least that's where they both are officially. Is Mercedes' autonomous driving really better than Tesla's? Is Tesla really stuck at level 2? Let's dig into all of this today. By the way, if you haven't checked it out, don't miss the video where I compared Tesla's level 2 driving and Waymo's level 4. Check it out in case you haven't. Link down below in the description. Now back to this video. Before we jump in though, understand that it makes more sense to compare Tesla and Mercedes as they both are available for retail purchase, whereas Waymo is only a Robotaxi at the moment. Anyways, let's go. In the video where we compared Tesla and Waymo, we also learned about various levels of self-driving. Just to recap, here is the chart. There are a total of 6 levels, level 0 being no self-driving capabilities at all. Levels 1 and 2 still require a fully attentive driver behind the wheel at all times. Level 3 can self-drive in certain conditions. Level 4 can self-drive within certain geo-boundaries. Level 5 is fully autonomous in all circumstances with zero human intervention. And before we compare Tesla and Mercedes, let's watch them self-drive a bit. I showed you Tesla self-driving on a few occasions. Here is a sneak peek again.
There you go. The left indicator automatically turned on. Looked for cars. There is no car. So we made a we changed lanes. 1,000 feet, we have to make a left turn. See what it does. It's actually a pretty difficult turn. Stop sign, there is a left turn. Stopped at the stop sign, and oh my god, it turns like crazy. Yeah, it's driving on. And yeah.
Now, here is an extract of Mercedes driving itself from a publicly available video. Watch a bit of it and we will talk about it on the other side.
Now, how does it feel when the system is on? Once you sort of get over the initial sort of nervousness of giving up some control of the vehicle, it's actually quite good. I've been watching it as it's been working on the highway. The lane centering is very good. It doesn't overly index for the car in front of you. All the sort of precision from those maps and things means that it stays pretty much rock solid in the center of its lane. It also has built-in features that if it detects like a semi-truck or a motorcyclist coming to split lanes, it'll actually sort of cheat you over in the lane a little bit like you would naturally if you're driving, and that just gives you more confidence that the system is really paying attention to the environment around it. Speeding up and slowing down, also very smooth, just sort of like everything in the EQS is. This car has just really impeccable ride quality, really quiet inside. The EQS was already a very luxurious automobile, but when you're being driven, it just makes the experience even more luxurious. And in our time behind the wheel today, the vehicle hasn't done anything that would make me doubt its capabilities.
So, how was the performance of Tesla? How was the performance of Mercedes? Both seem to be impressive, right? But how come Mercedes is at level 3 while Tesla is just stuck at level 2? The answer is in the details. First, let's remind ourselves what level 3 means. A self-driving car with level 3 autonomous capabilities can drive itself in certain conditions. I repeat, in certain conditions. So let's take a look at what those quote-unquote conditions are for Mercedes. By the way, Mercedes calls its autonomous driver Drive Pilot, and Tesla calls it Autopilot. And here is what Mercedes' website states about the conditions. Drive Pilot can be activated in heavy traffic jams at a speed of 40 miles per hour or less on a predefined freeway network approved by Mercedes. Drive Pilot operates in daytime lighting conditions when inclement weather is not present and in areas where there is not a construction zone. Please refer to the operator's manual for a full list of conditions required for Drive Pilot. Again, this is from Mercedes' website. By the way, what this doesn't say is Drive Pilot requires a car in front of it, as I understand. It also requires an attentive driver behind the wheel ready to take over within 10 seconds. If not, the car will automatically stop in the lane and emergency lights will be turned on. Well, to me, that's a long list of conditions to be met. Now, speaking about Tesla, having driven it extensively, I am certain Tesla can easily self-drive in these conditions without any doubt if they try to get their self-driving certified for level 3. Again, similar to why and how Tesla is not applying for certification or trying to get certified at level 4, my belief is it's not trying to get certified at level 3. Again, my experience tells me Tesla can not only self-drive in these conditions, but it can absolutely excel. I do not have any insider information on whether Tesla is trying to get certified for level 3 autonomy or why it's not, but my experience tells me that Tesla is absolutely ready from a capabilities perspective, and I have no doubt in my mind. Besides, a few other facts about the Drive Pilot. It doesn't change lanes. It doesn't follow route guidance, meaning you cannot set a destination address for the Drive Pilot to take you there. If you have seen the Tesla driving herself, she can do far more than this. You can set the address and it can take you to the destination. Of course, there are certain conditions Tesla doesn't operate in, or at least Tesla claims it doesn't operate in. Bad weather is one such condition. Direct sunlight on the face, quote-unquote face of Tesla is another. But the issue is even a human driver cannot drive in such circumstances, but we after all expect our machines to do more than humans and moreover do it with 100% accuracy, especially in things like driving where there is absolutely no chance for error. Yes, Tesla's complete autopilot is not yet ready for production, meaning it is not approved, hence the need for a driver behind the wheel. But as I understand, Elon is slowly but surely reaching towards a level 5 self-driving goal with measuring how often the driver must take over the driving. That's the KPI or the key performance indicator they are measuring again. Again, not how often a driver must touch the steering wheel and ensure they are awake and ready to take over. That's more of a legal requirement, as Tesla is not approved for full self-driving yet, but how frequently a driver must take over because the car is not able to operate on her own. That interval will increase and increase to a point a driver intervention will not be necessary at all. Again, I'm sure in certain conditions such as good weather, etc., and potentially within geo boundaries, but these boundaries could be as big as whole countries themselves, as we briefly talked about in the previous video. For example, it could be within the US and Canada. But back to the actual comparison between Mercedes and Tesla, I believe Tesla's self-driving capabilities are far more superior. Far more. There is no comparison either. And this opinion is not just based upon my extensive experience driving a Tesla, but also studying the technical details behind how Tesla's self-driving works versus Mercedes' self-driving works. The summary is, in my opinion, Mercedes' level 3 self-driving claim is undoubtedly misleading. But what do you think about this topic? Do you think Mercedes' self-driving capabilities are superior than Tesla's? Let me know your thoughts and let us have this conversation.